Keeps me singing a different tune.
Yeah, get it on. Okay, this is Clay Nelson Life Balance Hour. You're listening to the topic of getting present to the life you're living, and we're kind of commingling this topic with the times, that is Thanksgiving. And what would it be like to be really present and enjoying the people, or just present and not enjoying the people at a great meal?
Clay, before we jump into it again here, I actually have an email that already came in from Becky, and she says that I realize you aren't a doctor or therapist, but I'm curious. Do you have any thoughts on distinguishing whether someone is simply not being present versus having ADD, or for that matter any kind of other type of medical issue?
Okay, yeah, I'm not a therapist, but I do coach and have coached and are known for coaching professionals that do have ADD, and here's how you coach them. Instead of being on a phone call with them for an hour nonstop, you break it up into 4 15-minute segments. There's the book. I get my PhD now. Okay.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is that I don't really care what the dysfunction is or what the distraction is. It can be gotten around as long as both sides understand that they got to be different to get around it.
Yeah.
So if you're going to coach people, you got to make a difference. You got to make sure they understand and that you understand. You both agree how you're going to get past it. There's a lot of books written on ADD and how to write a business plan if you're ADD or ADHD. It's just a way of being. That's all. You just have to surrender to it and play with it. Now, some more examples about not being present are, have you ever driven someplace, got there, and can't remember the driving part? Whoa,
that's
scary.
Not good. That's not
All
good.
Right? Now, what about this? You're driving right now, here's a good one. I just thought of this. You're now probably, most of you have already been through the airport, but some of you are having airport problems, and you're sitting in the airport, and boy, instead of being in the Thanksgiving mode, you're in the grinding it, planes late, darn airport people, security people, too many people, God, look at that guy. Have you ever noticed how many people are fat that are in the airport? Holy mackerel!
They should walk.
They should walk instead of being on those electric walkway things. Yes, and they should carry everybody's bags. Now, you could be that way, or you could turn on the airport persona, the Clay Nelson airport persona, and that works like this, is you get out of your car at the airport and you get happy, and you get real clear that you don't have a say in how your life turns out, the airport does. So you gotta sit there, and no matter what happens, you go, isn't this great? This is just so great.
The Clay Nelson Life Balance persona now available in travel size.
Now available in travel, CDs. You just get it. You just plug it in and go, I'm so cool. Nothing's going to bug me. Ain't life good? So now, have you ever driven someplace, gotten there, and don't remember driving? Now, there's a good example of not being present. Or right now, you're in your car with your family. You got all the electronics going. If you got teenagers, they are totally checked out because they could care less about what you're doing, okay? And that's normal, by the way. And you and your wife, or you and your significant other, however it works, you're headed to someplace to enjoy a meal, all right? Now, here's what I want you to be present to. The driver, I don't want you to be present to the meal, the kids, or anything. I want you to be present to the road because there's a whole bunch of people that aren't present to the road, and they're coming after you. So you got to be darn careful that what your intention is. Your intention is to get there, enjoy people, have a great meal, be thankful, and then to turn around and get home safely. So do it. You have to be present to the road that you're on. You have to have your head where your feet are. Or how about this? Here's another example of not being present, is being so mad at someone that you're not present to what you're doing. Have you ever, how about this one? Let me see now. Have you ever gotten so mad at somebody that the mad you get far exceeds the circumstance? You're just sitting there going off on somebody, yelling and flailing your arms around, definitely not modulating, you know what I mean? And you're just rocking the person, and all of a sudden at the same time while you're rocking the person, your mind says, excuse me, knock, 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 knock. What are you doing? That's all about not being present, all right? Or how about this one? You get so distracted that you forget about the sink water that's running or the boiling pot of something on the stove, and you walk away. And then all of a sudden the smoke alarm goes off. Whoa, yeah. Or how about this? How about you're being so hooked by something that happened in your day that you don't even feel the hugs your kids give you when you walk in the house. You miss your kids. Or how about this? You're so hooked by what's going on in your life you allow your kids and your family to not gather for Thanksgiving. Man, that is not being present to what's important. Can you get that? So now, what are some of the costs, all right, of not being present? Think about this. Now, in a little while, I'm going to talk to you about my secret 10, my 10 secrets to success and what you got to do. It's a secret combo of having everything you could ever want around communication and getting, whether you want dark meat or light meat, you can get whatever you want.
Clay, we have someone who is present. They're so present, even during the holiday here, that they called in. We have Stacy on the line.
Stacy, I didn't even see the phone ring. You are good.
I know, I'm very good.
Wow, you are good. How come you're not traveling someplace? Or are you traveling? You're on your travel phone.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Well, my question is, my
Yes.
parents are retired, and they obsess about the tiniest things. It's like they miss the stress of being in the workforce, so they create new stresses to deal with.
Yeah.
Do you have any recommendations to get them to slow down and just enjoy life and the years that they have left?
Yeah, scream at them.
Okay.
Get their
Wait a
attention.
minute, yeah.
Scream at them. Throw water balloons on them. Say, hey, wake up. Who are you being? What are you doing? Why are you doing this? Is this what you worked so hard for to get? Oh, boy, I can't wait to get where you are. Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
No, I'm kidding you. What you want to do is say, hey, can I shoot straight with you? I mean, it's like, I love you, and you've watched me grow, and I've watched you guys grow, and I got to tell you, it doesn't look like that what you're doing is making you happy, and it doesn't, as far as I can see, look like someplace that I'd like to grow to. So would you mind telling me why you guys are doing it this way?
Okay.
And what you're doing is you're getting them present to who they're being and what it's costing them.
Okay.
And it's really cool. And you have to really love somebody to stop and do what you have to do to get them present to who they're being and what it's costing them. It's really a tough job to do.
It is. It is.
So, and then when you do it and they get it, they will appreciate you. Let me tell you. And if it's near your birthday, it is a huge present guaranteed.
Well, shoot, maybe I'll wait a little bit then.
Yeah, there you go. All right, thanks for calling, hon.
Okay, thank you.
All right, bye-bye now.
Well, the word present and gift can be interchangeable.
Oh, there you
so
go.
there you go.
All right, now, Carl Lewis said, my thoughts before a big race. All right, Carl Lewis. Oh, the track person, all right, the track guy.
Yeah.
All right. Didn't he win the Olympics? Didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, did he do all kinds of things? Says, my thoughts before the big race is usually pretty simple. I tell myself, get out of the blocks, run your race, stay relaxed. If you run your race, you will win. All right? Channel your energy and focus. What was that?
Who's the road runner?
Neat. Okay.
Carl Lewis is
Oh,
fast.
that's right. Okay.
He's a runner.
Okay,
He's
so
fast.
but the key here is channel your energy and focus. All right. So what's that mean? Channel your energy and focus. That means
I'm testing your focus.
Boy,
aren't I?
you are. That means you got to be present. All right. So some of the costs of not being present. How about being so distracted that you drive somewhere? You're on completely automatic. We hear thoughts other places, and it's just downright dangerous, okay? Or when you're so angry, like I was talking about before, all right? You risk doing absolute total damage that cannot be repaired in a lifetime. Or in allowing your sink to overflow or your pot to boil over, the cost is pretty obvious. You know what I mean? And what about the cost of not being present to your children? I got to tell you, we've been seeing a lot of problems in that area with parents not being, because they're latchkey kids or because the way the world has changed, we have both parents working, not being present to their children enough, and their children just don't think we care. So they're influenced in areas that we don't want to be influenced. And their minds are absorbing and doing everything they can do, collect all the data they can, and they have to make creative decisions. And many times they make the wrong ones, and then we make them wrong for it, but we haven't taught them anything because we're not present to who they're being when they're being it. Good example of that is what's gone on in Santa Barbara in the streets here, okay? So now, being present seems easy enough, but what if there was an easy way to check out what you're present to? Think about that. What if there's a way to get it together? Okay, when I get back, I'm going to tell you what that is. This is Clay Nelson, a Clay Nelson Life Balance Hour, KZSB AM 1290. Get on back here. I'm going to give you the secrets to having it all.
Drinking songs